Well,
So,
yes,
I just learned something. Um,
yes.
I put us in portrait mode, and so our video went in portrait mode too. So I gotta fix that
Well, like I said, it was the easiest I've ever had getting on, so
too.
might as well have something. Hello, Jamie. Welcome to Doing Good in Kitsap and Beyond, and
Yeah, well,
giving ourselves a new look, facelift, or whatever it is. And
it's always something. Technology.
yeah, yeah,
So
nothing worse
one
than
of
an
those.
update. Nothing worse than an update. Yeah,
Oh, true. Yeah, this system is supposed to be great and easy, and most times it is, but
yeah.
occasionally it's just like, come on. So anyway, here we are. Happy
Here we
Tuesday to
are.
you. How are
It's
you?
I am doing fabulous. It's absolutely gorgeous out. Not a cloud in the sky looking this way, but if I look that way, it's pouring down rain. And my daffodils came up yesterday, so spring has sprung, and I'm liking it.
Yeah, no, I have the crocuses all out, and the rose bushes all look like they're about to bloom, and the heather out front is a beautiful shade of purple and white,
Yeah,
and the bees are going crazy.
yes, they are.
And
Yep, seen the bees already, which is great. Yeah,
yeah, I think they aren't sure what's what's going on because it did dump rain to here today.
yeah. It dumped. It's going. It's raining that way, but it's not raining this way that I'm looking. So yeah,
Yeah, it's not raining to the north. It's
yeah,
beautiful out
yeah,
right
yeah.
now, but
Yeah, I love
yeah,
it. I love it.
that is welcome to the Northwest. Sit around for a couple minutes and it'll change.
It will change. And I got to tell you, I had Rich Scheidner out this last weekend, and he lives in the Carolinas now, and he's an East Coast guy, but he goes, wow, he got to see the glory of Kitsap and the mountains, and he goes, I don't know why I live where I live. I thought I had beautiful mountains and valleys, and he goes, but it's all these evergreens. He's just blown away by the evergreens and how white the snow looked on the Olympics. So yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, it is a pretty great place. It has its moments.
It has.
Of
It
course.
definitely has its moments, and
It,
we all know. I mean, shoot, we had 10 days of frost delay on the golf courses and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, you never get 10 days where you can't go out and golf. So, but it never. I mean, we got snow, but we didn't get snow. So, I mean, yeah, it's not been a bad spring.
all right. Well, does that mean that you went out and golfed yesterday?
I did not, but I am hoping to do that Thursday of this week. So
Nice.
yeah, yeah, spring. I am just feeling so good, and when the sun's out like that, it just makes you feel that much better and stuff. So
That is true. That
yeah,
is true. Gotta
yeah,
love that.
gotta jump on it when we can. That's for sure.
Yeah. So, a couple big things. So, I don't know if this is going to show with our. No,
Oh,
it's not. Um, so the and I can change it. I can't change it while we're
midstream.
live.
Yeah,
So, oh my gosh. All right, now we know. Barn
there
dance
you
is
go.
coming up.
We're gonna go dance in a barn.
Mart or the President's Hall, either way.
Yeah.
So, March 29th, that is coming up
Mm.
so fast.
Yeah,
And
we're March. It was February on
mm,
Friday and March on Saturday. You just can't you just can't do that.
no, it is coming up quick. So, March 29th. So, we're selling tickets, which is great.
Yeah.
And we've got some great auction items. I need to get those loaded up. I have a bunch. My entire dining room table is full of auction items.
Do not point the camera over there.
No, it's a mess. It's a mess. So, yeah, so that's totally full, and I've got a bunch more on my phone. I just need to get them loaded up, but that's going to be a great, great night,
Yeah.
and raising money for the kids, the youth livestock, and at the Kitsap Fair. And if you love going to your community fair, this
Yes.
is a great opportunity to support.
This is a
So,
great. I totally agree. Everything about what we do. for the future, the kids that get so involved in our community. And all you have to do is come out and do a little dining and dancing and supporting. And always at the events that we're involved in, you get the best live, silent, and raffle things that you'll ever see in any event in Kitsap County. So.
Yeah, no, some of these auction items are going to be spectacular. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, so
That's the best.
So that'll be good. And then also, the Great Give started, pre-giving started
Yes.
over the weekend. So so the Kitsap Fair and Stampede Association is one of the many hundreds of organizations that that is involved in that.
And isn't it, it's just amazing to me, because I look back and it really wasn't that long ago that there was like maybe 15 or 20 items in the Great Give, or places to donate to. And now I know it's touching in the 400s.
Isn't that crazy?
Of different really cool organizations that do amazing things throughout the year right here in Kitsap that need a little bit of support. And you can go through the www.kitsapbiggive.org and look at where you want to send a few dollars to, and also learn about these organizations and find a way to maybe get involved with your time as well, because every single one of them is looking for physical touches as well, and time. So
yeah, but I 100% agree. You're going to go on there and you're going to find something that you care about.
yeah,
Which
yes,
is, even if you don't care about almost anything, you're going to find an organization on the Kitsap Great Give that you care about. It's just so cool. And the nice thing is you can jump in there and spend a couple minutes,
yeah,
or you can jump in there and spend hours and just get lost going through this list
yeah.
of incredible organizations and incredible people that are just making a difference in the community.
Yeah, yeah. So I truly do encourage each and every one of you to go to that website, Google search it, and then fall in love with something, and just know that every year they need your help. So whether it's just with a giving of a donation or of your time and getting involved with these organizations, it's more fun to get involved.
Absolutely. Well, and then, one of our other favorites is on there too, is
Oh
the
yeah.
Kitsap Shop of the Cop is
Woohoo!
now part of the Kitsap Great Give.
That's great.
So, you know, so many, the Admiral Theater,
Yep.
so many amazing nonprofits
Yes.
that and it's not like, well, all I can give is $10. That $10 makes a difference. When you
It
give
does.
$10 and I give $10 and he gives $10 and they give $10,
Yes.
it all adds up to
Yep.
make a gigantic difference for the community. So,
Right.
and then there are times too when those dollars are being matched. So just keep an eye on it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
lots to do.
Yeah.
Lots to do.
Yeah. And you're right about those. There's a lot of them that do have matching, which is just unbelievable. That means there's somebody else that's out there that so enjoys that organization that they're encouraging people to join in, and they're going to match it. I just think that's fabulous. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. No, it's just and stock market's down, people are losing their jobs, and
Yeah.
it's a tough time in the economy right now. And so any of these organizations can help and
Yes.
make a difference. And so, one would think, why, when all this is going on in the world, why would I
Yeah.
give to the Kitsap Fair and Stampede Association? But the reality is those kids in the
Hmm.
youth livestock, they go out and spend money to raise a pig that,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're raising a couple pigs. And
Yeah.
so maybe if one of those pigs is feeding their family and the other pig is going to market.
Yep.
So, and they live on farms typically, and are having an impact on the community in that way.
That's it.
So it is important. And then, so many other things that the Kitsap Fair and Stampede Association does that's beyond youth livestock, that is, the arts and supporting
Yeah.
kids and supporting other opportunities. Anyway,
No, I
blah,
agree.
blah,
I totally,
blah. So,
totally agree with you on that. And again, any of your passions you can find on that you didn't even know. There's beach cleanup stuff. There's park stuff. There's all sorts of different animal. The good old YMs, or yeah, the not YMCA. I think they're on there too, as a matter
yeah,
of
the
fact.
Humane Society.
Yeah, but the
But
Humane
the
Society. Yeah.
YWCA is on there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, if your passion is pets and that, I mean, you can find a way to support and take care of. So that's what's so unique about this whole beautiful idea that started, here in Kitsap County, and it's just getting bigger and bigger each year. So support.
Yeah, well, and I'll post the link. But yeah, there's categories: animals, community improvement, arts and
Yeah,
culture, basic needs, education, environment, youth development, human services, and health. So just, hop on. If you have $5 to give,
yeah,
in some cases your $5 could be 10,
yeah.
and in some cases your $5 could make all the difference for some of our local organizations.
That's
So
exactly it. That's exactly it. So, yeah, that's a good push to for everybody to take a look at that. What's going on right now for that? It's happens once a year. You can give year round, but the emphasis is right now to that really matters for these organizations. So, kids that big give. Woohoo!
Kitsap Great Give. If
Great
you're
give.
if
Oh,
you're googling it, kitsapgreatgive.org.
you're right. You are right.
Yep,
Doggone it. Yeah, let's get
that's
that
okay.
straight.
No, it's a big give, but yeah. So yeah, Admiral Theater Foundation. Brian Johnson just commented there, so absolutely you can do that. And
Great. That's great.
hi, Brian. So,
Yeah.
and hi,
Um,
mom. Mom says hi, and she's watching.
hey, Mom. Good to see you.
So, yeah, you've had a couple big shows over at the Admiral, and
It's
and
it's been it's been such an amazing, great Chris comedy series season. There's two more shows to go, but back to back weekends with Brad Upton one weekend and Rich Scheidner. I've had so many people come up to me and so many responses that we've got to get Scheidner back because he just gave us a tease of the history of comedy, which is a show he's writing, and it just blew so many people away, the amount of knowledge this man has and how funny the knowledge is, and where it goes back to, and anyways, I've had so many nice comments from so many nice people that the talent that's been part of my series. And two shows to go. I've got Gabriel Rutledge coming up in April, and we're going to have him on our show. And then we've got Don Friesen in May. So we're going to finish strong.
right on. That's awesome. Well, it's and that too, that takes sponsors and supporters, and
Yeah,
Mark and Sue Rufner, who are friends, and they just do such a great job
they're so
of
amazing. They're so amazing and so nice, so giving. And they got to see an amazing show. And I just love those two, Mark and Sue. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of me and the Admiral Theater and this community. So I definitely feel the love there, you two. It's just awesome.
Yeah, no, great community supporters of the Barn Dance, of Shop of the Cop,
Yeah.
of Chris Larson. So
Woohoo! Yeah,
yeah, good times out there. So
definitely good times. So yeah, we should have them on the show one of these
oh,
weeks.
we should, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So
yeah, when they're not gallivanting, when they're not
yes,
out.
there's a new truck that's got mud all over it, and that's what it's built for. And I think that's awesome. I want to go get muddy with Mark and Sue.
That'd be fun. Well, I have a Jeep that's all muddy too all the time, but
Yeah,
not the same. Not the same. It's that's just from coming home.
that's just
So
driveway. That's just yeah, yeah.
it's not fair. That is
That's not
not
fair.
fair. Yeah.
Not fair. Yeah. Oh.
So one of the other things that I'm going to, and maybe in the next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
we can have these guys on. Maybe next week I'm going to talk to them. Maybe
Okay.
next week. Um, so many people are sick and tired of me of hearing me talk about my friends Anor
Yes.
from
Yeah.
Ireland,
Yeah. Irish friends
my
there. Oh,
Irish friends.
yeah.
So anyway, we are this close to to getting their West Coast tour put together. I talked to somebody today about locking them into a venue here in Bremerton, so I'm super excited about that.
That's
And
awesome.
then I'm waiting for some calls back for some other great venues in Western Washington, and then we've already got them booked down in San Francisco. So
Oh,
it's it's going to be
yeah.
incredible, and they are just blowing it up. They're going to be on the East Coast this week,
That's,
so maybe we can get them on the show,
I'd love to.
and yeah, they're so fun. And
Uh,
then also see if we can get them to maybe sing a song or something for us.
I think if we get them on the show, they're going to sing a song.
Yeah, I'll talk to them. I should
Yeah.
be talking to them tomorrow or the next day.
Great.
So I'll ask them. I'll
That's
ask
all.
them what they're doing next Tuesday.
Oh, that's
So what are you doing next Tuesday?
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Get them early in March. Don't get them anywhere near St. Patty's Day. I know they're going to be.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be in the US on St. Patty's Day, which is
Oh,
pretty cool. So, but they don't have a gig that night. I was talking to them about that and the music they play. I mean,
yeah.
they're just incredibly talented. And I told them, I'm like, hey, we should just get you into a pub in New York on St. Patrick's Day. And their response was, that would be the most boring St. Patrick's Day pub ever.
Oh, oh.
Because that's not the kind of music they play, right?
Right, right.
So it's it's old classic love songs and that kind of thing, which
Yeah.
is amazing, which I love. I'm in love with, but yeah, it's so funny. They're
That.
like, that would be the most boring St. Patrick's Day
Oh,
ever.
ouch.
It's like,
Ouch. The
oh,
honesty of the Irish.
and they know, yeah,
Oh, that's,
they know at least, that's not what they want to go here on St. Patrick's Day, but
oh,
yeah,
well.
it's super fun. Hey, Keith Armstrong,
Hey, Keith Armstrong.
thanks
Nothing but
for
love.
thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for
So,
tuning in and thanks for telling me to go see the Led Zeppelin movie. I agree. It was fabulous. It was fabulous.
oh, a Led Zeppelin movie.
Oh, so good. I wanted it as soon as it stopped. I wanted them to play their concert for Ahmet Erdogan from Europe afterwards, and just have about a 5 hour movie. I'm never going to get those kind of things, but I wish those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
It was great.
Is it a new movie?
Yeah, yeah. It's basically how they began and interviews with the band and getting them up to about their first and second album and all of that. It just phenomenal story. And John Bonham, who passed, who wasn't a big guy that ever did a lot of interviews, they found an interview with him before, his early days in the band, and they played it for the first time for Jimmy, John Paul, and Robert to hear, and just to see them listening to their good friend who's no longer with us, and some of the words he said, and talking about each of the members, that what they meant to him. It was just priceless alone, just for those moments. So yeah, pretty
Oh,
cool.
that's cool. And it's in movie theaters right now?
It's in movie theaters right now, where you want to see it on the huge screen with the volume turned up. Yeah,
Oh, right on.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Keith says it was phenomenal. So there you go. You've got
Yeah,
two great endorsements. So
there you go. Go see it. Turn it up to 11 and enjoy every minute of it. So yeah.
so did you watch any of the Oscars?
I heard there was Oscars this week, but I was at a thing called a band called War that night. So
War. What is
yeah,
it good for?
yeah,
Um,
absolutely, yeah,
nothing. Absolutely nothing. Keith Armstrong saw it in Arizona. Um, anyway, I, I used to be involved in award shows, not the Oscars, but
yeah,
so Scott's like, "Hey, do you want to watch these?" I recorded it, and so
yeah.
he did record it, and
Oh,
then it went so long. And I fell asleep halfway through it. And then I woke up and I'm like, oh, have they done the in memoriam yet? Because that's what I want to see.
yeah.
So apparently not. So I fast forwarded, and then it cut out. The show went so long, it cut out
Oh,
just as they were announcing the top three awards. Best actor, best actress, and best
oh,
show. So I had to go, find the next thing and record. But anyway, I was mostly caught up. But it ended after midnight, which is so crazy.
that is crazy.
But
Wow, that is, I
but
could have
this
watched it then when I got home.
you could have.
Yeah,
But the as I'm watching it, I'm like, never heard of that movie. Never
yeah,
heard of that movie.
yeah,
Never heard of that actor or actress.
yeah,
Never heard of that movie. This movie that won like 4 out of the 5 awards that they were nominated for. It won Best Picture. It won Best
yeah.
Actress. This young actress never heard of beat
Mhm.
like Demi Moore and
Yeah,
Isabella Rossellini. I mean, all the crazy. Um,
yes,
Honora. Honora.
yes.
Never heard of it.
No, and it sold less than 1 million tickets in the theaters, and
Wow.
yeah, and so yeah, it's just tough. How do you reach an audience and stuff like that? That's just I don't know.
But it's so interesting how it's not a box office success,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And they said, I mean, the guy said he's an independent movie maker and he spent $6 million to make the movie and they've made like $40 million, something
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Um, and then, but I'm, I'm not the demographic. I don't go to
right,
the movies. I
no,
almost never go to the movies. But yeah, it's just interesting
yeah,
how and I was watching something on CBS this morning last night before I fell asleep because I record those things.
yeah, yeah,
Um that and a Hollywood guy is saying he's like people don't go to the theater.
yeah.
Most
I love.
people don't go to the theater
Yeah,
anymore.
I try to at least once a month go to see at least a movie or two in the theaters. And I saw September 5th was my last movie that I saw about the 1972 Olympics,
Mm.
and the behind the scenes stories of how basically ABC TV's news department or sports department covered, the whole gorilla and the taking over the athletes and all that kind of stuff. And it was so fascinating. It moved me so much. It was just such an amazing movie. But there I am in the theater all by myself. It was,
Mm.
me and my friends actually. But still, it's again, that to me should have won all sorts of stuff because it was so amazingly done and it really uh, captured a moment in time. They did a phenomenal job. And the Bob Dylan movie I saw in the theaters, wow, that one. That was another one of those movies, just like I said with the Zeppelin, that as soon as it finished, I wanted them to cut to Bob Dylan's tour of 1974, which is so amazing. So
Well, maybe they'd sell more tickets if they did that. A double header.
yeah, yeah, yeah. For knuckleheads like me that can sit in a theater for 5, 6 hours, I would do it.
Yeah.
I need an intermission, but I mean,
Well, you are over 60.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you got to refill the soda and the popcorn and take a
That's
little
right.
potty break.
That's right.
Yeah.
More popcorn.
I that no, that's yeah, that's a great idea. But the other thing is, so many of these movies, Netflix is producing them
Yeah,
and Netflix is putting them out. And
yeah.
so people are watching movies on these things
Stream.
and
Yeah.
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 And so it's it changes the entire dynamic of the experience.
Yeah.
And the last movie I watched was on we were borrowing someone's Netflix account because we don't have one. I know. And we watched that what was it called? The Four Sixes?
Oh, that was, yes.
Yeah. Not the ranch on Yellowstone,
Right. But the Texas Ranch from Yellowstone. Yeah.
no, not that one. It's the movie, the eights, the triple eights, something like that. It's the
Huh.
one with Kerry Washington about the war mail, the mail in the war.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's incredible. But
Uh,
again, I sat at home and watched that movie.
that's it.
Um,
Well, you should rent the September 5th, and it's streaming now on all the services. So you can watch all the background production stuff that you would recognize some of the machines they used, because they got all the equipment from 1972 as well that they were using in TV studios and for these broadcasts, and how they put together programs and all the different, they had, Rune Arledge and Howard Cosell, and they took tape from the era, or plus they did the actors stuff. So it was, you would love it.
yeah, well, I'll go check it out. Well, in 1972, I was 5.
Yeah.
So thankfully I didn't come into the business till a good bit later. But yeah, I mean, some of the technology was
Yeah.
still there. So that's fantastic. It's
Awesome.
called Six Triple Eight. Six Triple Eight.
Six
Is that
triple
movie?
A.
Six
Perfect.
Triple Eight. Not
Perfect.
the Four Sixes is a ranch on Yellowstone in
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah, it is. In Texas. All right. Well, Jamie, I'm going to jump and say, everybody, do some good out there and beyond. Okay, get involved in your community. Check out the Kitsap Give that's going on right now, and Great Give, and do some good. Get involved.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for jumping on with me here, and I got to get back to our stuff so I can find our design things and
Love it.
end this end this show properly.
Yeah,
So
that ain't gonna happen.
I found it. It's right here. All right.
All right.
Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thanks, Jamie.
Bye.